Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to our 4 o'clock broadcast. Now, if anybody has any questions, anything they want me to look over, please pop them in the chat. What I'm going to do, let me pop over here. All right. So let me open up Shirley's account. Okay, Shirley, I'm in your account. Let me open up one of the lines so we can talk. So first, it's been a while. So first, let's go and let's check out your settings to make sure. All right. So your settings are perfect. And one of the things, Shirley, that they're asking you to do is to get verified. Now, LinkedIn has added a number of other features. One is a button. We're going to be getting into this in boot camp. Now, it's all about activity. Now, let's take a look. LinkedIn's artificial intelligence comes up short in a number of areas, but not here. So let's see how it rewrites this. We're going to save that because they did a pretty good, they're really doing a pretty good job with that. Now, the one thing that you need to be doing on a regular basis is posting.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so what I'm going to do is let's go over here to your homepage and let's post something. And what you want to post needs to be appreciated by the audience you're trying to reach. One of the secrets of life is to make stepping stones out of stumbling blocks. So what you're going to do here, next, post it. Another thing you can do is we can post ahead. Now, what we can do with this, come over here to next. Schedule it for later. Let's post it tomorrow. Ten o'clock in the morning. So you can post these ahead. All right. Now, Shirley, I already checked your settings, and your settings are good.
Okay, thank you.
Now let me pop back over here. Now, the important thing for all of you is you're visible. Now I'm going to jump into Debbie's account because she's got some conversations that we're going to take a look at. Because at the end of the day, it's all about conversation. But before I do, let me look over here at who's new. So Al, do you see yourself on here? Most people don't realize.
I see myself.
Is that you?
Yes.
Okay, now notice there's no picture. So let's bring up the profile. Let's look at the rest. So clearly, you're just getting started. So I'm gonna send you a connection request. I'm not gonna put a note in there. All right. So the primary law about social media, or that's about social networks in general, what you see is what you get. What people put on their profile is what they want to talk about. So glad you're here. What are you trying to promote on here?
I haven't chosen what I want to promote. I'm looking at 2 or 3 things and I'm looking for information here.
And you're looking for what?
Looking for information on how to promote.
Okay. All right. Well, first and foremost, social network law number 1, what you see is what you get. What people see on your profile is what you want to talk about. So you want to look at LinkedIn as more than a virtual resume. It is your calling card to 100 billion people. Actually, 1 billion, 10 million people. Put yourself out there, and we have a profile guide that will step you through it since you're just looking to get started. Let me jump into Debbie's account and you'll get a better idea of how this process works. Now, your profile should be about you. And it should position you as someone that's successful. You want to position yourself to be the person that your ideal prospects would like to know. The four most important parts. Your profile is your picture, your banner, your headline, and then your story, your experience. There are millions of people out there for you to talk to. So if you know who your ideal prospects are, or maybe you don't, out of 1 billion people, you have 1,460,000 people that are looking for an opportunity. Looking for opportunities. You have 2,280,000 people. So there's no shortage of people that you can talk to. Let me unmute Debbie.
Hi, Max.
Hi, Debbie. So over here to the message area, and who are you talking to?
It's, well, Melanie Muskoff. She's the one that wanted, a salary.
Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't, and she didn't really answer my question. I do have somebody else if you have time.
Okay. Okay, so she's looking for an opportunity. I think I remember her.
Yeah. Yeah, she's a great prospect.
Now, you look at her work history. She was a sales director for 3 years, territory account manager, territory manager, And then an account executive. She did it for 5 months. Account executive. So realistically, she's probably making less money here.
Okay.
All right. So let's take a look. Okay. So the one thing I want to stress with all of you, and we've been talking about that for the last 3 weeks, is that posting builds relationships with people. You want to post things that would naturally appeal, not just to the people that you're talking to, but to the people that they know. All right, so you reached out to her. And this is kind of interesting because you've been connected to her since 2022. Now, let me digress for just a minute. For those of you that are students, I want to show you something. Go over to your network. So Debbie is connected to 5,400 people. Now, this is how LinkedIn works. She's got 4,900 people on her first level. Now, these 4,900 people are all connected to people. The people that they're connected to are on your second level. So those 4,500 people connect her to 1,520,000. There's 1,520,000 people. They've all got connections too. Now that's interesting. Everybody else that I've done this with has access to 1 billion people. You have 989,000 people. All right. But that's still a lot of
Quite a
people.
few people.
For sure. So right out of the gate, every once in a while, you're going to run into people that are selling leads, selling systems. And the truth is, nobody has to buy leads. The longer you're on LinkedIn, the more people you're connected to, the better. Okay? So you could come up here and you could do a search. How many people, whoops. First level, 4,900 people. How many people are you connected to that are looking for an opportunity? And Debbie's connected to 932 people. Melanie is someone you connected to in October of 2022. So you reached out to her, connected. So why are you looking to leave this company? Well, I'm no longer with the company. I have to update my account.
So this was March of 2023.
Mm-hmm. So she's no longer with him. Okay. Have to update my account. Now, you judge people by the way they communicate with you. What have you been doing since you left? Pharmaceutical sales. Now, you're getting short answers. So why are you looking to leave your current job? So you're sending her posts to get her attention. So she sees them and she's thanking you. She's actively looking for a job. You want to ask questions that are easy for people to answer. One would be, why'd you leave? She's been looking for work since October. Also looking for any positions available in outside sales. So she loves meeting people. Consistent with follow-up. Okay. Now, you know enough about her. She's got a need. So Debbie's using the project launch script, and all of you need to be doing this at least 2 or 3 times a day with qualified prospects. Many sales professionals that I work with on LinkedIn and have your extensive experience have started new careers working from home. I'm about to launch a special project, work with 2 people in the next 90 days on LinkedIn to earn 40K. What do you know about the network marketing business model? Now, Debbie, you've talked to a lot of people on here,
Yes.
and you've had some really terrific conversations with people. This isn't one of them.
Yeah. And we had talked about that. She's really not answering me and conversing with me.
Right. And so this is one of the things you all need to be thinking about as you're communicating with people. I'm head of a household. I need a base salary. What are you looking for? It's negotiable. Man, it's like pulling teeth.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now, and she's been looking for a job since what you say, last July, June,
October.
October. She got November, December, January. So she's been looking for work for 90 days. Now, what you can do between your conversations is post. So what experience have you had with the network marketing business model? Again, didn't answer your question.
Right.
You know, you have these conversations over and over and over again. And when you're talking to the right people, what happens? They move along. People are open. They're talking to you. All right. Now,
Mhm.
I have a theory. She's the head of a household. She wants a base salary. And she likes outside sales. Now, why do you suppose she likes outside sales?
Um, I don't know. I thought maybe I asked her that, but there's freedom in outside sales
Well, plus
and meeting.
she likes meeting people.
Yeah.
Okay? Likes meeting people.
In person.
Right.
Mhm.
Why?
Why for her? I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know.
All right, let me give you a theory.
Okay.
Head of a household.
How would she? So
Oh,
that means she's a single mom.
right,
So, and she's in the medical profession, which is a lot of males.
right.
Okay.
Okay. Now, believe it or not, she's giving you the information, but it's not coming easy.
Right.
It's not coming fast. You think she'd be talking to a man the same way?
Probably not.
Right. I mean, it is what it is.
Mhm.
It is what it is. Why does she want an outside job, outside sales job? Because it gives her the opportunity to meet people, give her an opportunity to make money, and possibly improve her social life at the same time.
Right.
Okay. Now, but you can always compare conversations. So in her case, man, it's like pulling teeth. Now, she's only been out of work for 90 days.
So she's probably getting some kind of unemployment.
Well, providing, of course, see, that's one of the reasons why. That's one of the reasons why you ask her why'd she leave.
Mhm.
If she tells you why she left, the company restructured, then she's getting unemployment. Why'd you leave? You know, if she accused her employer of sexual harassment, and that's the reason she left, she's probably got a nice check at the same time. You never know.
Right.
So either way, it comes down to she's been out of work for 90 days, but she's not, you're asking her important questions and she's not telling you. And we could jump in there and look at some of the accounts, some of the conversations you've had with other people. What was the name of that person you were talking to that went through the whole thing? And then you told her,
Oh, Tammy,
yeah,
TAMI. And at some point, you said that we need to respond to her again.
yep, yep. So let's go. Let me show you the difference. Okay. So we're going to come over here to the messages. Tammy Sauer. That's cute.
Yes.
Now, so what you're going to look at here is a textbook example of the kinds of conversations that all of you want to have. Let's look at Tammy. So she's open to work. And she was the marketing director at Jenny Craig. As a matter of fact, if you go down and look, Weight Watchers, managed a pet hospital. Jenny Craig, 8 years. All right. So watch how this conversation went. These are the conversations you want to have. You started talking to her last year. In August. Reached out to her. She accepted you. What do you do? How is your search for a new job going? Not great. We're posting motivating images. What kind of jobs are you looking for? Trying to stay in the district manager. Best jobs. Why do you want to leave your job at the pet sanctuary? So she owns it. You got 36 cats. So what prompted you to go into the weight world? Struggle with my weight? See, she's talking to you.
Yeah, a real conversation.
Hmm? Why'd you stop working for Jenny Craig? Now, what experience have you had with the network marketing? Now, there are many opportunities. This is the beginning of your transition line. There are many opportunities available to someone with your vast management experience in weight loss, developing people and leading teams to be very successful. What experience have you had with the network marketing business model? It's so it was tough on our teams. So she's not seeing anything in weight loss. I've not done anything in a network marketing business model. Difficult roads often lead to beautiful destinations. So, with your experience and expertise, you have the ability to lead a great team again. Now, when I use the term network marketing, First, a company like Mary Kay, Avon, New Skin. Have any experience with companies like these? I've never done anything. It's not my thing. It's not my thing. Okay. So we're posting things about leadership. Considering that you worked in the weight loss field for so many years and your answer didn't surprise me. What did you enjoy doing the most about your job? What's your thing? So I love to support people, employees in learning, growing, developing, and becoming more skilled. I want to contribute, make a difference with people around us. You see the difference between this conversation and the one she's having with Melanie?
Yeah, I do.
So no wonder. So once someone tells you those kind of things, I like developing people. All right. No wonder LinkedIn suggested that we connect. We both love doing the same thing every day. I'm helping people learn new things, develop new skills, and make a difference in their lives. Now, when somebody tells you it's not their thing, then they clearly don't know enough about network marketing, or they got a negative attitude about it. So we have a script. I found over the years that whenever someone tells me that network marketing is not their thing, it's because their personal experience in the business or their perception of how the business works has them thinking that they have to chase their family and friends or acquaintances and sell to them, do presentations in people's homes, or advertise for leads. To be honest, if I had to do those things, I wouldn't be able to do the business either. The fact is, that's not how network marketing works today. Thanks to social networks like LinkedIn and Facebook, the most successful people in my business love helping people, train people to become successful, and help build teams of entrepreneurial-minded people. Would you like to know more about this and how we would work together? Look at her answer. You nailed it on the head. My perception of network marketing. So she said, well, so do you work for LinkedIn or do you just work for your own business?
I get that a lot.
Right. Right. And you're going to get more of that when you're using LinkedIn's Recruiter Lite, because you're getting to people before.
Right.
Okay. So, because I'm confused as to what you do and how you can help me. This was last October. Now we started posting things about leadership. So between your conversations, we're posting. We're using LinkedIn to build a growing team of successful entrepreneurial-minded people with the experience in sales, weight loss, and team building that you have. Many of the weight loss professionals that I work with that lost their jobs have turned to network marketing to launch new careers. Network marketing is enabling them to continue working and training in a field that they're passionate about, build teams remotely without any limits to size or income, and generate a growing stream of residual income. Every month, more than 10 million people join LinkedIn that are looking for a job or a better opportunity. In fact, there are over 20 million people like you that have the open to work frame around their profile photo. So I usually don't talk about my business with most people, but when I meet someone with your experience that is struggling to find their next job and know in my heart that they'd enjoy working with me and vice versa, I bring it up and show them how network marketing really works. Let me explain the details. Now understand, okay? Copy, modify, and paste. Let me explain the details. Now, what we did here, which is different, we took the general explanation of network marketing. We amended it to address people like her. Network marketing is an industry where large companies use word-of-mouth advertising to generate sales, reward their distributors with generous commissions for the sale of products or services that are constantly in demand and serve a huge market. Top earners, leaders, and trainers in every company earn 6- and 7-figure incomes by doing the things that you like to do and help to develop and train large teams of distributors to become successful. So what attracts most professionals with your experience in the network marketing business model is a residual income. Once people start buying the product of a company being recommended by you or members of the team that I'm going to help you build, everyone continues to get paid every time they reorder, and you receive a substantial commission on what you sell, plus an override on everything else on your team sells. And then we use target. It would be like you or your distributors that you're going to train told someone that didn't know anything about Target where a store was. And when they went to the store and bought anything, the store paid you or members of your team a sales commission on whatever was purchased. Icing on the cake is that every time they return to the store in the future and bought anything else, you'd continue to be paid for what was purchased, as would your distributors and team members. And as a team leader, you'd receive an override on what your team does. Network marketing companies have changed dramatically in many ways over the years, thanks to social networks like LinkedIn. Again, today, you don't have to chase your family, friends, and acquaintances to buy something or advertise or buy leads like you had to do years ago, so you can build a growing business. To be successful in network marketing requires 3 things. Have to be passionate about the products and the company that produces them, passionate to the point that you tell people about your company even if you weren't getting paid to do it. You have to be working with someone that's already successful and you can teach you how to build the business and train large teams on social networks like LinkedIn. They must be dedicated to help you build your business and train you to build a large team. And 3, you must have good online business building tools so members of your team can easily tell others about the business. Working with me and the network marketing company that I work with would enable you to start an online business that can start generating income very quickly with a minimal investment and low monthly overhead. Together, I help you train a large team of entrepreneurial-minded distributors to generate substantial streams of income for themselves and your override. Commissions off their base sales would amount to 6 or 7 figures. Would you like to know more about my company and how we work together? Let's schedule a time to chat so I could learn more. Now, time-wise, we're not talking about a lot of time here. Copy and paste. Okay, so I thought that you'd be interested in this when you learn the real story about how network marketing works. Again, the timing is perfect for us to talk because I'm about to launch Project Launch Script, a special project. 2 people on LinkedIn with your level of experience and help them earn 40K in the next 90 days. I'll make myself available to fit your schedule. So Debbie is renovating her house. Now, Debbie and I had an interesting time with this because I told Debbie, she has to know the name of the company before you get on the phone. Okay? And look what happened when we told them. Name of my company is Melaleuca. It's 38 years old, manufactures a wide range of weight loss products and other products for the home at reasonable prices that would include green, non-toxic products that women with small children at home can't resist. We have a 98% reorder rate. Now, unlike most network marketing companies out there, you don't earn big commissions by selling products. While you earn a small percentage of the total dollar volume of products being purchased, your real income comes from helping the people on your team succeed and rise in the ranks. So here we're explaining the company, basically how you make money. I'll fill in the blanks when we talk today. And she comes back, gosh, I wish I understood more, but I already been approached a few months ago and a few years ago about Melaleuca, and turned down the opportunity. Now, what did we do? What happened here? We saved time. Okay? And we know what we're dealing with. This is not over. So this is how we responded. Debbie found a great post. Finding opportunity is a matter of believing it's there. So we gave her a chance to just, digest and just mellow. All right? Then we came back. I've been thinking about your last message. In retrospect, I'm not surprised that you heard about Melaleuca years ago, even a few months ago. And if someone had showed me the business like I'm sure it was explained to you, I would have turned it down too. The company has traditionally relied on the old school method of team building by selling to your family, friends, and acquaintances. And while the company has only been open to social media for the last 7 years, everyone still embraces the sell to your warm market approach. However, there are a number of innovative and progressive leaders with a think outside the box mindset that are building huge teams with the system I was planning on showing you that does not involve the way Melaleuca has traditionally done or is currently the way the company is promoted. Professionals with your high level of team building experience and passion for helping people that are shown the new way to build a business are building teams faster than the company has previously seen. And we have a rare opportunity to build a business in a way that in 5 years will become the mainstream way network marketing companies will be built. So would you mind sharing with me your impression of what you know and why you didn't think it's for you? I'd really appreciate it. The first thing that stands out is the lack of transparency from the get-go, from everyone I've encountered. This puts me immediately questioning the company. In regards to the products, I don't want to be tied into a subscription minimum, as I'm not sure I would use enough. We manage a lot of subscriptions already, with some things going to our rescue financially and some going to us. If I can stand 100% behind something, I'm not interested in trying to get others to do it. MLM has a negative reputation, and it's not something I want to get involved in. I hope it helps. So again, motivational images. 3 C's of life. You must make a choice to take a chance or your life will never change. So true. If you don't like how things are, change it. You're not a tree. So we're posting things about change, and she's smiling. She likes it. Aim for the sky. Now we're into November. She's reacting with a smile. How do you wish her a happy Thanksgiving? So these posts, they're going out to everybody. And then when I saw your repost about hiring the right employee, it struck a nerve with me because what it said also applies to every successful network marketing leader when it comes to building a team. Every time I look at your profile and see who you are and what you've accomplished professionally, I see a great potential network marketing leader and top earner who unfortunately has a well-founded and negative opinion about the business model because of incomplete information. I shouldn't have been surprised that, considering everything you've done over the years, that you knew something about network marketing because it's been around for 38 years and you're the kind of person that everyone would want to be in business with. Your experience as an effective leader, team builder, and trainer that knows how to build strong relationships. And where do we get this? We got it off of her profile. That knows how to build strong relationships while developing people to maximize their strengths and abilities, has positioned you to achieve a great level of success in the business that most people only dream about. Now, you got to deal with every objection. The lack of transparency that you experience from people that tried to introduce you to network marketing dates back to a company called Amway, and it turns most people off today. If that approach was a necessary requirement to be in this business, I'd be doing something else. Unfortunately, the actions of badly trained distributors reflect on every company and make people question the integrity of the company. Okay? I completely understand your reluctance to being tied to a subscription minimum in today's economy, and most people feel the same way. That's one of the things that make Melaleuca so special and different from most companies. Now, what generates a growing stream of residual income that attracts people to network marketing is the monthly purchase of products by its customers. The subscription minimum is only $70 a month, and the green, non-toxic cleaning and everyday products they produce are relatively inexpensive when you compare them to what you'd purchase at Walmart. I'm guessing here, but I would imagine you could save money and replace many of the cleaning products you're using at home or in the cat sanctuary with Melaleuca's products. German philosopher Arthur Schopenhauer's famous quote relates quite well. All truth and great movements pass through three stages. First, it's ridiculed. Second, it's violently opposed. Third, it's accepted as being self-evident. So, while I can't deny that there is a lot of negative information out there about MLM, a great deal of it originated from dissatisfied distributors that failed for many reasons. On the other hand, there are thousands of success stories of people in my company whose lives were changed for the better. You're going to find, like I did, that MLM is the natural career evolution of successful weight loss coaches. The quote, "Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity," attributed to the Roman philosopher Seneca, reminds us that we make our own luck. The difference between lucky and unlucky people is all in our perspective, isn't it? So, would you be open to talking about how we would work together and remove the rest of any reservations you might have? I'm flattered and honored that you see strengths in me. I need that right now. While I truly appreciate your offer, I just don't see myself doing this. In regards to the sanctuary, we use products. So I'm likely going to be stepping back from LinkedIn as I'm not finding much benefit. I'll probably check in weekly just so you don't think I'm ignoring. And that was in December. All right. So here we are. What Debbie's been doing is sending her motivating quotes on leadership. She's liking it. Okay, so you sent her this. That was yesterday. Now let's take let's do this. Let's come over here and let's use that quote we found earlier today. That wasn't it. That wasn't it.
What did it say?
You know, I think this is one of the secrets of life.
There's one, it's what you overcome, always help someone. Like, get the storms. Rise by lifting others.
I think this was it.
Okay,
Yeah,
the stepping stones.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a
The
good
secret of
one.
life is to make stepping stones of stumbling blocks. Get rid of this.
Yeah, I know. What is that?
All right, so we sent this. So you haven't asked in a while.
Right.
Time to bring it up. Hope even well. Forgot. We're going to bring it up again.
Okay.
And then when she comes back, it's not going well. Man, I got to tell you, I sure wish, we might even, I sure wish you were in my business. Um, and the truth is that if she had taken you up on your offer to join you in the business when you offered it to her last night, she'd already be a senior director,
Right.
and she'd 40 grand in her bank account.
Hmm.
Okay. And then, we trip a little bit more. You know, I have a very good friend, George Ruiz, who has been a top earner in 4 network marketing companies. He was a $1 million earner in USANA, and Jimmy Smith left USANA, went over to Isagenix. And he kept after George. He talked to George 32 times before George took a serious look and joined him. George became a $1 million earner in Isagenix. He was a $1 million earner for 13 years, and everybody loved him. So it's when you have someone that you know is a prospect. We talked about this before. It's follow up. Stay in touch. And post great things. My prediction, and I really believe this, that before the summer, she's going to be in Debbie's business. I'm involved in texting and chatting back and forth. If we added up the minutes, not all the fun we had talking about it,
Right.
but if we added up the minutes, the actual texting time, it would be no more than an hour.
Yeah, it's not long.
You're planting seeds. All righty, I will be back tomorrow. Until next time. These are so when you compare this conversation with this,
Yeah,
not that you're going to give up on this,
right.
but you get a better shot. All righty, I will be back tomorrow. Oh, and by the way,
Thank you, Max.
you're welcome. Let me come over here. And so what we did here is we started to put up, this was the one. Motivating quotes. Catch up to you tomorrow.